Hi, Brad and Juanita at Branita Wine Incorporated. Actually, no, we're just a couple of home brewers. And on the 17th, we crushed some apples and we added 2 liters of apple juice, which gave us a total of 18 and a quarter liters of juice. We added 4 Campton tablets and a teaspoon of peptic enzyme. The peptic enzyme stops the juices from getting gelatin in them. It eats the pectin, and the Campton tablets sterilized our juice. Then we let that sit in the office for 2 days, where it was cold and on the floor, about 13 degrees, 14 degrees is what it was. Now today, fast forward to January 19th, we inspected the juice. It had 30 centimeters of sediment on it. We stirred it up. I checked the specific gravity. It was 1.036 before and after I stirred it. It didn't make any difference with the sediment in it. So then we added 6 cups of white sugar, checked it, and it was 1.056. 4 more cups of sugar, 1.068, and I like to start the brew around 1.7, so 1.068 is perfect. So here we're ready to go with the rest of it. So what we've got here, we've got some yeast nutrient, and so that helps, it's a food for the yeast. Then we got yeast energizer, which is the same kind of thing. It's a food, but it has minerals and vitamins, B vitamins and stuff like that in it for yeast. We're using the Levin K1 V116 yeast, which is the middle of the road between a cider and wine yeast. So this will make us a nice wine. The one up from that is a 118, or a 1118, and that's more of a champagne yeast. So it's important when you're adding the yeast is you want temperature. See, it says here 14 degrees. And if I hold this down into our mead here, which is our apple juice, we're going up to 21.9, 22, 22.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. Okay, so we're about 23 degrees there, which is perfect. Then, what better to mix your yeast in than a beer cup? Oh, by the way, I did check the pH of the juice, and it's neutral at about a 4. If you want it more acidy, it produces a drier wine. So now we're going to check our water, which we're going to use for our yeast, because if it's too cold, it'll kill the yeast, but if it's too hot, it'll kill the yeast. So here again, we're at 22.9, 23, 23.2, 23.3. Okay, so we're at about 23.5 degrees there. So we're ready to start. We're going to add a spoonful of sugar here into our water, just to get the yeast going. Now the nutrient is 1 spoonful per gallon. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gallons at least, but you can't overdo it. So I'm just going to put a little bit in here for that, and the rest can go in this bucket. So we can go 1, we'll put 1.5 in. And then with the energizer, same thing. We're going to add just a little bit into this water, just to help the yeast start. Then we'll add a little bit in here. I do have proper measuring spoons, but we're winging her. That's how you get the best brew, right?
That's right.
And now, we got our yeast. Stir this water up. Get all that nutrient and everything and sugar all mixed in there. We got the right temperature. Isn't that neat, eh? I'm using a beer cup to do this. And we're going to add our yeast. And we're going to let that sit a bit, because we want that yeast to start getting all murky. You can dump your yeast right on top, but from what I've read, it's better if you start it by itself and let it sit and then pour it into your brew. So while that's sitting there, we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back